Good afternoon. My name is Chalia Dashe and welcome to my YouTube channel. Guys, I'm so excited because today is Mother's Day. Yay! A bit drum rolls. Guys, I'm so happy and I'm so thankful for a day like this where we get to celebrate mothers, where we get to celebrate all that mothers do, where we get to celebrate motherhood. And for myself in particular, I'm really truly grateful to God for the gift of motherhood, for how God has helped me so far, for how God has strengthened me. Honestly, like I didn't know I could do it. I didn't know I could be a mom. I didn't know I could. In fact, because I mean, when I got pregnant for my daughter at the time, I didn't even know I had the capacity, honestly. But this 1 or 2 years, let me say, from the time of pregnancy till now, has been totally awesome. It's been a great blessing, and I couldn't have had it any other way. I'm so grateful to God, and I just want to use this opportunity today to wish every mother out there a happy Mother's Day. Whether you are a mother of yesterday, I'm talking of our grandmas, great grandmas, or you're a mother of today, myself inclusive, and everyone still having children, or you are a mother of tomorrow, so you are still trusting God to one day become a mother. I wish us all happy Mother's Day, and I pray that the blessings of motherhood will never elude us. I pray that we will not be missing, or we shall not be replaced on great times of our children, and we shall live to enjoy the fruits of our labor. We shall live to enjoy the fruit of motherhood. So I want to use this opportunity to give a special shout out to my mom, Mrs. Anna Dashe. I want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. Thank you for being my number one support. Thank you for being my number one fan. Thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you for strength. Thank you for all that you have taught me all through the years. Like I always say, sometimes I wish I can just be a quarter of the mom you are, honestly. I just want to use this opportunity on my YouTube channel to appreciate you, Mama. I love you from the depths of my heart, and I pray that God will keep you to see better days and enjoy the fruits of your labor and enjoy the fruits of motherhood. So happy Mother's Day, Mama. So guys, I decided to do this video today just to talk about things I've learned in the course of being a mother, or things motherhood has taught me in this, let's say, because honestly for me the journey starts from when you are pregnant. From the moment you realize you are with child, the journey of motherhood begins. So I would say the past 2 years, what motherhood has taught me. And first on my list would be sacrifice. Um, Motherhood has taught me sacrifice, and I would liken motherhood to, or the love of a mother, to the love of God. God gave his all for us. Like the Bible would say, while we're yet sinners, Christ died for us. He showed us love. Even while we were yet sinners, he showed love towards us. He sacrificed his only begotten son to save us. And for me, I just liken the love of a mother to the love of God. It's all sacrificial. For me, I've learned a lot of sacrifice. Um, with sacrifice with my finances, sacrifice of time, sacrifice of sleep, sacrifice of things you love to do. Honestly, once you become a mother, things would never be the same again. I am a very career person. I love to do my work. I love to be out there. But being a mother right now, you have to learn, or I had to learn to strike the balance, so I can be there for my daughter, and I can also still do what I need to do. At some point when, or let me give this example. At some point when I resumed work after my maternity leave and all that, and I started working, I realized that everything I was making, all the money I was making, was going towards my daughter. It was so much of a sacrifice, just to put things together, put things in the house together for her. Everything was about her, 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 her. And even up to date, it's still that way. Any little finance I get, it's about her, her, her. You're thinking of how she'll be comfortable. You're thinking of how she would not lack food. You're thinking of how her supplies, her, her diaper and those other things would still be available, even before you think of yourself. In fact, it was at some point after months of working, one day I sat down and I told myself, Charlie, do you realize you have not, since you put to bed, you've not bought for yourself, or even a shirt or something? It's been about this girl. I had to deliberately or consciously make effort to go and see, to get some things for myself too. So motherhood has taught me a lot of sacrifice. Things I used to love to do, honestly, I cannot do them right now. Not because it's a bad thing, but at this point in time, I need to make the sacrifice of being there for my daughter. I can't do things the way I used to do them before. It's a lot easier for men. Men are still able to a large extent, continue with things as it used to be even after having children. But for a woman, it can never be the same. Um, we also sacrifice ourselves. We sacrifice our bodies. Honestly, a lot of us, or let me give a typical example with myself. I wasn't like this before I had my daughter, but in the course of having a child, you understand, women sacrifice a lot, you know, a lot about themselves. I mean, physically. In fact, some develop health issues, one thing or the other, as a result of bringing another life to the world. So it's a lot of sacrifice. I'm not there yet. I'm just a new mom. I'm starting, but within this short time, I have learned a lot of sacrifice. But then, it's been rewarding, honestly. Um, I will do this over and over and over again. As far as God is not tired of me, I will not be tired of making sacrifices for my daughter or for my children. Secondly, on the list, I will say strength. Motherhood has taught me a lot of strength. I've learned to be strong. I've, 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 I've there's a popular saying that goes, you don't know how strong you are strength is the until being strong is the only thing you have to be. I hope I'm right with that quote though. Yeah, but it's taught me a lot of strength. Let me give a typical example. I remembered many years ago, when I was still much younger and I was still with my parents and all. I remember this particular time I was really ill, and I was having this serious stomach upset, and I was in the house, I was on the bed, I was crying, I was rolling from one end to another on the bed. I was just not myself, and um, I was practically losing myself, and I remembered my mom coming into the room, and the nurse she was at the time was like, "Oh, Charlie, I understand you're going through pains, she told me in Hausa, but you need to be strong. You have to learn to be strong because you're a woman, and someday you're gonna be a mother. So you have to start learning from now." Honestly, I did not understand at that point. For me, at that point, it was, see, this woman, just leave me alone. Let me just act the way I'm feeling. But, not long ago, I was with her, and I reminded her of that. And I was like, wow, honestly, as a mother, you have to learn to be strong. And that is it. I've learned to be strong. Like, even when I'm down, I'm not feeling fine, I'm weak, I'm going through things, I have to be strong for my daughter. I have to get up from the bed early. I have to cater to her. I have to nurse her. I have to breastfeed her. I have to bathe her. I have to feed her. I have to do what I have to do um to to have things running, to make things running in the house. I can't afford to say, "Oh, I'm sick and I'm down." And so probably since I had my baby, I've had issues. Yes, I've been down a couple of times, but yet I've had to be strong even in those times. So I think motherhood has taught me a lot of strength, physical strength, mental strength, emotional strength. um it's taught me strength in general, and I'm grateful for that. I'm still learning, like I said. I'm just starting, and I know I'll keep getting better and better. Another thing motherhood has taught me, or being a mother has taught me, is sensitivity. Honestly, I'm now very sensitive to other people. I'm very sensitive to pregnant women. I'm very sensitive to other nursing mothers like me. I've become really sensitive to children, unlike it was, before I got pregnant. Sometimes, you see a pregnant woman and you don't even understand what these people are dealing with, so you just treat them. But now that I've had to go through it, honestly, I understand. So when I see people wanting to act nasty towards pregnant women, no matter what, I'm like, please just be patient with them, because a pregnant woman is going through a lot. All sorts of emotions and hormones are controlling the body at that time. You're not yourself. I remembered when I was pregnant, honestly, I was not myself. My body was not my body. My taste, in fact, to your taste buds, you are not the same. I remember that time I would keep asking people, "Oh my God, will I ever be the same again, or my life has changed forever?" Because then, when you're pregnant, it's not easy. It was not easy. It was not easy. So for me, I've learned to be sensitive and understand the plight of pregnant women, or of nursing mothers, or even children. Like, when I see children, I just see my daughter in them, and sometimes I get really emotional. And you can even imagine having to see videos of children going through a lot of times I've watched videos on my own, and I would break down crying because I see what children go through. I don't know, it has just, motherhood has softened me. Oh my God, I've become so soft. Like, I've become so soft. There are things I just can't stand towards women and towards children. And yeah, and maybe I'm thinking that maybe sometime I should do something towards women and children soon in life. Maybe I should. I don't know. There's just this feeling, there's just this thing I now have towards women, most especially pregnant women, and even mothers that are newly delivered. Yes, I had a special thing for them because I knew what I went through, for me to be able to nurse my daughter, to be able to learn, to be able to lactate, to even breastfeed my daughter. It was a lot. So when I see women going through that, honestly, I just have something for them here. So motherhood has taught me that. And lastly, I would say motherhood has taught me to be serious minded. So I would say serious mindedness. Um, Before now, not like I was not serious, but honestly, I did not take life the way I am taking it right now. My finances, my health, you know, I was just living, but right now I've learned to be more deliberate about myself. I've learned to be more deliberate about my health because I need to live for my daughter. I need to be healthy for my daughter. I don't want that by the time my daughter is at a certain stage, mother is no more or mother is gone because of one thing or the other. Yes, we know that God is the keeper of men. God is the one that keeps us, but we also have our part to play. Oh, I don't want a situation where I'm not very healthy to live life with her or to live life with my children. So it's taught me to be very deliberate about my health, to see that I live as healthy as I can, to practice good and healthy habits. Yes. So and also for my finances, I before I had my daughter, prior to having my daughter, yes, I've seen some level of success, but I've never really given much thought to investment, to insurance, and some of these things. But right now that my daughter is here, all of a sudden, um, I want to do better. I want to invest for rainy days. I don't just want to live my life and during rainy days, of course, we pray for good days, but sometimes that's life. Life has its ups and downs, so I don't want that those down times things go bad because of lack of planning. So I'm trying to see how I put my life in order right now for her and even for my unborn children. So I just try to work, as much as I can to see that I put things in place properly. um but like I said, the journey of motherhood has been very rewarding. It's been very interesting. It's been very beautiful. I cannot have it any other way. Like when I see my daughter, I see my mini me. Honestly, like my heart is gladdened every morning I leave the house and I'm eager to come back home because I know I'm coming back to meeting someone. I'm coming back to meeting my daughter. So all these things have made my life really beautiful. And like I say, I don't even remember what life was like before I had my daughter. All I remember now is with her in the picture, and it's been very beautiful. I look forward to more years of rewarding experiences as a mother. And sorry, um the light just got NEPA took light, basically. Yes. So guys, like I said, I just wanted to do this video today to celebrate all mothers and to also pray for people trusting God for the fruit of the womb, to keep believing and never stop believing. At the right time, God will make it happen for everybody. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and wish us all many more beautiful Mother's Day.